Good morning. Before we start our discussion, I just want to ask if you are familiar with the following words. Oryza, sativa. Felis, cactus. Homo sapiens. Canis familiaris. Very good. They are what we call scientific name. And what is scientific name? Scientific name is a universal name given to any identified organism, plants, or animals to distinguish one organism from the other. It is usually written in Latin words. Why do I have to mention this? Because our topic for today is about hierarchical classification of organism. When we say classification, it means identifying, groupings, and arranging of organisms based on their shared characteristics. The field of science that discusses classification of organisms is called taxonomy. And for our today's objectives, we have number 1, identify the different taxonomic hierarchical classification of organisms. Number 2, group animals according to their hierarchical classification. Number 3, cite example importance of classifying organism in our daily life. Taxonomy is the science of arranging or defining and naming groups of biological organisms on the basis of shared characteristics. Carl Linné is a founder of modern taxonomy. He introduced the binomial nomenclature. He also introduced the standard hierarchy of class, order, genus, and species. These are the images of the pyramid of hierarchical classification of organism. It starts with domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. To discuss the hierarchical classification of organism, first we have the domain. Domain, there are 3 domains of life: the archaea, the bacteria, and the eukarya. Organisms from archaea and bacteria have prokaryotic cell, whereas organisms from domain eukarya encompass a cell with nucleus combining the genetic material from the cytoplasm. Kingdom, living organisms are classified based on their similarities within their DNA, structure, reproduction, and appearance. We have 4 kinds of kingdom. Number 1, kingdom Animalia. Number 2, kingdom Plantae. Number 3, kingdom Protista. And number 4, kingdom Fungi. Kingdom Animalia, organisms in this kingdom are multicellular and rely on other organisms for food. This kingdom is by far the largest of all the kingdoms. The animals of this kingdom can be found all over the world and can be in any sizes, from very thin to extremely big. Examples: mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, insects, and fishes. Kingdom Plantae, all plants are part of this kingdom. Plants include trees, grass, flowers, and algae. They are all share the common characteristics of being able to make their own food using water and sunlight. Because they only require a few simple requirements, plants can grow almost everywhere. Kingdom Fungi. Fungi have their own kingdom because there is no other organism like them. They were once thought to be plants, but they differ from plants in other major ways. Fungi cannot make their own food. Mushrooms are a type of fungi. Number 4, kingdom Protists. Protists are similar to Monera in that they are unicellular. Protists that are a bit more complex because they contain nucleus. They also have moving parts that can move around within their environment. The second level of the hierarchical classification of organism is phylum. Phylum is a group of organisms with a certain degree of morphological or developmental similarity. These physical similarities suggest that there is a common ancestry among those organisms in a particular phylum. Class, order, and families. Organisms are subdivided further to find the most common characteristics among them. Next is genus. Genus is a way to describe the genetic name for an organism. The genus classification is very specific, so there are fewer organisms within each one. For this reason, there are a lot of different genera among both animals and plants. When using taxonomy to name an organism, the genus is used to determine the first part of its tonym. Last is species. Species are specific as you can get. It is the lowest and most strict level of classification of living things. The main criterion for an organism to be placed in a particular species is the ability to breed with other organisms of the same species. The species of an organism determine the second part of its two parts name. Remember, when we are giving scientific name to a certain organism, two names are given to be considered: the genus and the species. Here are the sample classification of organism. We have the domesticated cat, dog, mongoose, wolf, and lion. The categories are kingdom. All of these belongs to kingdom Animalia. As you can see, domesticated cat, kingdom Animalia, dog, kingdom Animalia, bangus, kingdom Animalia, wolf, kingdom Animalia, and lion, kingdom Animalia. The next is, they are all belong to phylum Chordata. When we say Chordata, these are animals with backbone. The next one, they are also all belong to class Mammalia. Domesticated cat belongs to class Mammalia, same as dog. Bangus is actinopterygil. Wolf is also Mammalia, and lion, same as Mammalia. Order, they are all carnivora except for bangus. When we say carnivora, they feed on flesh or meat eater animals. Family, Felidae for cat, Canidae for dog, Chanidae for bangus, wolf, Canidae, lion, Felidae. So meaning to say, when you look at domesticated cat and lion, they are, as you can see, they are belong to same family, which is family of Felidae. Same with dog and wolf, they are belong to family Canidae. Genus, Felis for cat, Canis for dog, bangus is Chanus, wolf, Canis, lion is Panthera. Why is it the genus for lion is Panthera if they are belong to family Felidae? When we say Panthera, it means roaring animals. The last one is species. So, cat belongs to species Catus, dog is Familiaris, bangus is Chanus, wolf is Lupus, and lion is Leo. So if you are going to give scientific name for each animal, you can see that the scientific name for cat is Look at the genus, Felis. Species is Catus. So the scientific name for cat is Felis catus. How about dog? The genus is Canis. The species is Familiaris. So what is the scientific name of dog? Very good. Canis familiaris. How about bangus? Very good. Chanus, Chanus. How about wolf? Canis lupus. And the last one is lion, Panthera leo. So you have to remember, for any identified organism, a scientific name is given. In this way, every scientist and other people from different places would use the same name for the organism. This is what you see in the species row for each of the organism. You must have observed that a scientific name consists of two names, genus and species. You must have observed that the scientific name consists of two names. The first one is the genus and the second one is the species. Very good. This way of naming organism is referred to as binomial system of classification of what Carl Linné has introduced to us. Also take note that scientific names are in the Latin language and are italicized. Why Latin language? Because Latin language is a dead language, meaning to say, no words are the same. Again, what are the different levels of hierarchical classification of organism? First, we have kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Very good. Hope you understand and learn something from our discussion.